Hi everybody, hope you are all fine. This is Atiq. I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel Engineering Drive. Today I am going to continue the concepts of our C programming subject, and today I am going to discuss about string handling functions. If you have not watched my previous video about the strings, I will recommend you to go ahead and watch that videos first related to strings, then you can come to this particular part of string handling functions. Already I have discussed with all of you that a string is nothing but a group of characters, or it is also known as an array of characters. Like C supports the concept of arrays, similarly there is one more concept we can use in C language, that is strings. Now in order to handle the string, there are several functions provided by our C language. I am going to focus two of those functions now in this particular session, that is strlen and strcpy. These are the two functions I am going to discuss now in my today's part, and in my next part I am going to add further two more functions related to strings. Okay, dear students, the first function that can be used along with a string is a strlen function. It stands for string length. As you might have got a clear picture that it is used to find out the length of a string. What is the meaning of length of a string? Length of the string is nothing but number of characters present in the string. If we want to find out that, we can make use of strlen function. How we can make use of that strlen function? Already I have written one program now in order to save the time. Let us see this program first. As usual, we have started our program with main function, and we have declared one string now here, str, with the name without size. I have not mentioned any size here, and I have given the value to the string. What is the value to the string? Computer. Computer is our string here. Okay, if you see carefully in this string, how many characters are there? We can able to see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters are there in our string. So I am excluding the null character. Okay, we should not count the null character here. Only how many characters are available? 8 characters are available in my string. And what is the name of the string variable I have taken here? str. Okay, now one more variable I have taken here, len variable of which data type I used here int. The reason behind this is, as the length of the string can be stored only in the form of integers. Because of that, I have took a data type int here, and the variable is len. To clear the previous output, we have used a clear screen function. And then how to use this strlen function? See here. So I have used this strlen function, parenthesis, and the name of the string variable. The name of the string variable is str. Okay, and what is the value of str? Computer. So what this function will do, how many characters are there in the computer, it will calculate. So there are 8 characters in the string computer. That 8 value will be assigned to a variable len. Okay, so what is the value of len after the computation of strlen function? The value of len is 8. Is it okay? Now by using printf function, I am displaying the result here simply. So length is equal to %d len. So what is the expected output I will get here in this program? When I execute this program, the expected output will be length, as it is length is equal to, so instead of %d, the value of len variable will be replaced. What is the value of len after the computation of strlen function? The value is 8. So this is the expected output we got here. So this is the first string handling function, strlen. It is used to calculate the length of the string, which means the total number of characters available in the string excluding the null character. We should not count the null character here. Is it okay? This is the first function, strlen. Now while coming to the next function, string handling function, I am going to focus is strcpy. What is the meaning of cpy here? Str means string, cpy stands for copy, string copy function. By the side heading itself, you might have got clarity that this function is used to copy the contents of one string into another empty string. Let us say I am having 2 strings in my program. So one is an empty string, and in one string I have assigned some value. What I am going to do, by using strcpy function, I can copy the contents of the string into an empty string. How we can do that? How we can make use of this strcpy function? Let us see this example program now. Now my dear students, we can declare the string in one more way by using pointer also. You can see a star symbol, star str1, or you can make use of this method also. Both will work same. So what I have done here, I am using one more method here, that is pointer based method, star str1. What is the size? Size will be allocated dynamically. When we use the pointer symbol, the size for the string will be allocated dynamically. When we use the bracket method, in this bracket method, either we need to give the size, fixed size, or by using the value in the string, size will be calculated. Is it okay? So I am using the pointer based method here, char star str1. Now str1 is an empty string I have took. Okay. It is an empty string. One more string I have taken, and for this string I have given the value also. What is this value I have given? Computer. Now to clear the previous output, I have used a clear screen function. Now what I am going to do here, I want to use this strcpy function. What this function will do, it will copy the contents of one string into another. So I am using the string copy function now, strcpy function. Okay, first write the destination string, which means where you want to copy the content. So in my case, the destination string is str1. So I am writing str1 comma. Now from where you want to copy, write down that string at the right side of the function after comma. So here I have written str2. Is it right? Now that's all. In this way we can make use of a copy function, string copy function. What this string copy function will do, sir, here? You can ask me. What is the value of str2? Computer. What is the value of str1? It is an empty string. So what this string copy function will do? The contents of the source string, this is the source string, will be copied into the destination string. Which means after the execution of string copy function, what is the value of str1? The value of str1 is also computer now. Is it okay? Simply it has copied the contents of destination string into, the source string into destination string. So finally what we need to do, we can make use of printf function or putS function to display the result. Printf, double quotations, %s to display the string, comma, str1. Okay, get ch, and our program closed. Now what is the expected output of this program? Let us write. So the expected output is, what is the expected output? We'll get wherever %s is there, it will replace the value of str1. So what is the value of str1 now after the execution of string copy function? We will get the answer here, simply computer. That's all. So actually str1 is empty string before, but after the string copy function, the contents of str2 has been copied in str1. This is how strcpy function works. So dear students, today we have discussed about two string handling functions. One is strlen, another one is strcpy function. So in my next part of our strings in C programming, I am going to discuss further two more string handling functions with example programs. So any types of questions, you can simply put it in the comment section. So one question of my today's video I am going to ask, those who will give the correct answer for that particular student or for that particular viewer, there is one like and one heart from my side. So today's question is, what is the job of strlen and strcpy function? Just you need to write the use, that's all, which I have explained. What strlen function will do and what strcpy function will do. Okay. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.